I drifted off after too much nicotine gum and not enough water and salt, forgetting that I hadn't taken my medicine. I am not sure whether asleep for minutes or an hour or more. As I drifted this early morning, sleep/dreaming was interrupted by birds several times. Once completely asleep, I seemed fine. There were no dreams or illness symptoms, very unusual. Then, abruptly, swoosh! I felt knocked or sucked out into another dimension or space, which was not of this world as we know it. I was shocked, in this possible enclosure of beautiful, fluid, dancing color, living color. With no end or beginning, with motions coordinating to almost musical swooshing. I am a vivid dreamer, but the best artist in the world couldn't have envisioned this. I may have been moving forward swiftly as I'd felt it in my chest. I told myself to get back in my body and to lift my left arm to call 911, but knew it was dead weight. I had no control. I had to look at the mesmerizing layers of moving color, which was amazing. I noticed that the most gorgeous vivid purple, closest to me, fluttered in and out from the sides. Like butterfly wings almost, but in less exact, more abstract ways. This almost gave me the impression of being in a square hole, but there were no borders or corners. It was musically coordinated, but the swooshing sound scared me some. I saw teal and other colors, and there seemed to be a little oval of white or slightly golden light in the distance. The feeling, dimension, synchronicity of everything was way beyond my capacity to dream or to fully describe. The force which encapsulated me was overwhelming, for some reason. I feel like I fell off a curb and into it. I wanted to come back for my kids and pets. After failing to get into, and/or move my body, which seemed further behind, I pleaded with God. I even promised him that I'd take better care of myself. I really didn't think that I was coming back this time, but once in my fleshy body, running my hands up my arms to be sure, I was tremendously relieved. I asked God not to take me that way next time. It was beautiful, but I prefer calm and upward floating. I drank a lot of water and took my medication, slept a little, no issues. A couple of things which have seriously worried me for months, and had even had me questioning my value here, seem to be coming to a peaceful new beginning. I'm glad to be here. I'm not done. I think that God was warning me to make some changes. I was very shaken yesterday and cried tonight, but had a good peaceful sleep in between. I totally trust God. It's the potential consequences to those who depend on me that have shaken me. Even the skunk under my shed, as I realized this morning when something made him run around squealing. As I prayed, and I spoke out the window to chase predators, and calm him. I also had to confront a new relationship for someone who helps me, but rejected a beautiful life, in many ways, for a somewhat chaotic situation. She is nice, but I just don't understand, and now I burden her, so I must change things. I found out today that a dog I'd adopted found a home in her state. My turtle has been upset, but I now see that when I go, he'll need a group effort to be safe and happy. He's very high maintenance but so full of light. My kids who are grown but they still have me, and I finally visited the prayer garden last night. I feel a bit like I belong in a hospital, but what do I say, that I died? The feeling in my chest may be enough. I'll make an appointment with my cardiologist. My first NDE was like being in a place prettier than Hawaii, with pure love and wisdom. This time was different, not as peaceful, though some may have thought so. The abruptness of being somewhere completely unfamiliar was scary. I could not gauge where or how far I was, and felt encapsulated. Yet, lessons were learned, decisions made, information gathered, blessings granted. By the same compassionate God who's helped me before. This is what matters. Wow, no way could that have been a dream.